And the show is sponsored by the U.S. Army.
Smoking ain't hip. In fact, it's a...
Approaching landing zone. Prepare to land.
Let's move!
Christmas.
Everybody likes Christmas.
I'm kind of Scrooge when it comes to Christmas.
Humbug.
Presents underneath the tree. Santa.
Jingle bell, jingle all the way.
This record is very much produced by one guy, Jimmy Ivey, and he was sort of the mastermind behind it.
I always wanted to do a Christmas album, but in the form of an old rock and roll show.
Like Phil Spector's Christmas record was back in the 60s.
Basically, I wanted to make sure that the album had a certain spirit.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year!
You know, we picked 15 different artists that I thought would kind of feel great singing Christmas songs and some of the great voices.
Merry Christmas, baby! You sure did treat me nice. Come on, Merry Christmas, baby! You sure did treat me nice.
It's an album of people having fun. That's why the album is fun.
I just thought it was a great idea. No matter what kind of music you like, there's something on this album for you.
Actually, all the songs fit the person, that did, that song, particular song.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight we're having tonight, walking in a winter wonderland.
It hangs together as one thing. All these people from these massive stars from everywhere doing different songs. It just seems to work.
I hope it's successful. I hope that it sells a lot of records, because it does a real good cause.
To me, the album was always a charity record because it's a Christmas album. And if you're going to do a Christmas album, I don't know, I always felt it should give the money away.
Well, I think what is so special about the Special Olympics itself is that it's just special,
There's something here that everyone, rich or poor, famous or not, has to be able to relate to.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight.
Special Olympics are a sports training and competition program, and the purpose of the organization is to give mentally retarded athletes everywhere the opportunity to train for competitive sports and to compete in real, organized, hard-ruled competitive sporting events. People, when they get confidence, are capable of doing almost anything. And that's what Special Olympics and sports in general really does for a lot of people. It builds up their confidence in a really nice way.
And have yourself
I was just really proud to be a part of that thing.
merry little Christmas.
And to be able to do this album and somehow help.
Most of the other artists on the album was like singing Silent Night and stuff like that.
We didn't want to do no weakness. Jingle bell, jingle all the way. You know what I'm saying?
We didn't want to do that.
It's Christmas time in Hollis, Queens. Mom's cooking chicken and collard greens. Rice and stuffing, macaroni and cheese. And Santa put gifts under Christmas trees. Decorate the house with lights at night. Snow's on the ground, snow white so bright. In the fireplace is the Yule log. Beneath the mistletoe as we drink eggnog. The rhymes that you hear are the rhymes of carols. Like each and every year we bust Christmas carols.
My favourite track is Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC.
Makes us feel good. The Run DMC thing is very funny, by the way. I think he's very,
Correct.
The emphasis of this video is to juxtapose these busting out rhyme hard homeboys Run DMC against a very pristine and classic Christmas background with the emphasis on Charles Dickens and Dr. Seuss.
It was December 24th on Hollis Ave at the dark when I seen a man chilling with his dog at the park. I approached him very slowly with my heart full of fear. Looked at his dog, oh my God, a ill reindeer.
The whole point of the lyric I wrote is telling you I meet Santa in the park in Hollis. And
But he don't know
I think
it's
it's Santa, but he dropped his wallet. When I turned my head, I didn't see him. And when I looked, it said Santa Claus. There was $1 million in his wallet, and he had stepped. And I said, no, I would never steal from Santa, because that ain't right. So I was going home to mail it back to him that night. But when I got home, I bugged, because under the tree was a letter from Santa, and the dough was for me.
Letter from Santa and the dough was for me.
It's just straight up lesson to the kids and how I feel. We like to help other people whenever we can, and we can raise funds for people that are needed. But just for me to rap, hey, it's not like, you know, it's not hard for me to do, and then I like to donate, and it's just cool. And whenever Run DMC can help by our talent, just give us a ring and we'll be there for the worthy cause.
And the whole wide world is filled with cheer. My name's DMC with the mic in my hand, and I'm chilling and cooling just like a snowman. So open your eyes, lend us an ear. We want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year!
Actually, the only reason we agreed to do it was because he said we were going to get to do a duet with Whitney Houston. That's right.
He told us he'd introduce us to Whitney Houston.
And that was it. No, he didn't.
No,
he's a liar. Don't believe anything Jimmy Iovine ever says.
With you too, we were in a hotel in Italy, and we were just playing a bunch of different tapes, and they decided they wanted to do Christmas Baby Please Come Home.
It's an old Phil Spector song, and we spent the last 10 years of our musical lives trying to impersonate Phil Spector. He's just made the greatest rock and roll records in the world, and he also made the greatest Christmas album. So, you know, we wanted to start at the top.
The snow's coming down. I'm watching it fall. Lots of people around. Baby, please come home.
Well, I guess this is supposed to rival the old Spector album, you know, or at least that's everyone's hopes. I think you have certain Christmas songs as opposed to albums, you know. There's a great one, a Soul Christmas, that is just a wonderful album, and the Spector album, of course. But my favorite one is this one. Jimmy gave me the song. Backdoor Santa is just nasty enough to be us. Kids are what we're about, you know, and that's what we do. And when a cause like this comes up, you know, for disabled or, you know, kids that aren't as fortunate as I've been, Jesus, last night, you know, forget it, I'm there. What am I gonna do?
Come with my presence every time you call me, dear.
Bill Blackwell, who's my tour manager, been my tour manager for 11 years, is a real Motown expert. And when I first found out from Jimmy Iovine that I was, you know, that he wanted me to do this thing, I called Bill and said, get all your old Motown Christmas albums. He's got them like from the 60s.
Come, wait for me,
And I heard this version that was somewhat similar to the way we did it by the Temptations, and I thought it was just really soulful, and so I called up Jimmy and I said, has anybody done that yet, Little Drummer Boy? And he said, no. I said, can we do it? I said, sure. So that was basically how it happened.
Well, Bob, I always thought, you know, should be on this record because I think he's got a great voice for Christmas songs. You know, he's got a great voice, period. And it just sounded right. And we went into A&M Studios about 3 days later, and he flew the entire Silver Bullet Band out. And we got this choir in.
And we cut the whole thing live.
We cut it very quickly.
We did it. Take 3.
And it just felt like Christmas to me.
He smiled at me,
Yeah, I always enjoyed Christmases, particularly the part of getting out of school, and yeah, Christmases, I have fond memories of Christmas. Jimmy sent me some of the tracks that people had done, and everybody, you know, they seemed to be done quite seriously. And I thought, well, this needs a little bit to be lightened up a little bit.
I saw a monkey, so Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe last night.
I Saw Mama Kissing Santa Claus isn't exactly, you know, White Christmas, you know. You didn't have to be in that much of the Christmas spirit to record it because it's a tongue-in-cheek, funny song.
I think it's a great song for him because he had that whole Cajun sort of country-ish feel to it, and it really put a twist on the song that I hadn't thought of myself.
It's a Christmas song because it mentions the old fat man, you know, but really it was just another rock and roll song to us.
And what a laugh it would have been if a daddy would have walked right in and saw Mama kissing Santa Claus last night.
Well, I was born with, I had neurosurgery when I was 3 weeks old. I got a scar from here to here. You know, I see these kids, and I'm very aware that that could have been me. And the older I get, the more I realize how lucky I am. Yeah, I'm the luckiest guy in the world, you know. So that's why I did the Special Olympics thing.
Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe last night.
I want to share some wonderful news with you. The games we are celebrating tonight are officially the largest sporting event to be held this year. I am so excited to be a part of them.
This year I did the opening ceremonies for the Special Olympics. I was asked by the Shrivers themselves to be involved in this project.
When you're feeling down and out and you got troubles on your mind, it'll save the day. When you're feeling full of doubt.
It took place in Indiana on the Notre Dame campus, and it was like something like I'd never seen before in my life. I mean, we've got thousands and thousands of children that are supposed to be handicapped, and, you know, they were running around and just so full of spirit.
So let your light shine, my dear, and it'll save the day.
These kids were so involved and were so happy and so full of life, you know. It was great to see it. It really made me cry, really, you know. It was great to see.
Hear what I hear. Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy.
song "Do You Hear What I Hear" is probably one of my favorite songs of all Christmas songs. I remember singing it as a child. I was called and asked to participate on the album, and I said, sure. It's kids, you know, it's children, and if I can give them any encouragement at all to pursue their dreams or whatever it is that they want to do, I'm happy to be a part of it.
A child shivers in the cold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Let us bring him silver and gold.
It's Christmas time. I mean, everyone should be generous, and that's what the whole spirit of Christmas is, giving. The Special Olympic record was something I was asked to do a long time ago, actually. A&M's been thinking about doing it for a while, and then they got Jimmy Iovine involved, and then Jimmy asked me if I had a song for the record, and I said yes.
I had 8 songs finished, and 7 of them were ballads with these real slow songs. And I played them all in a row one day, and I said, look, this can't be. This is all these slow songs. You know, I said, we have to speed it up here a little bit. So I called Bryan, and I said, Bryan, I said, you've got to do me a favor. You've got to cut a fast song.
Run, run, Rudolph, man, I'll make you fall time.
6 months went by, and then we were middle of the summer, and he said, where's that song? I said, oh, I better get it happening. So we went into the Marquee Club in London, and we were playing a concert for 300 people there in a sweaty, grimy bar, and we recorded the show, and that was one of the songs we recorded. I said to the audience, I said, look, we're going to record a Christmas song. And they went, oh, you know, Christmas song, what? I said, okay, fine, we won't do it, you know. And then we went into some other song, and without telling them, I just did it as the next song up.
He didn't know the lyrics, so he handed it to a girl in the front row. As soon as he handed it to him, she took it and ran. So that was the end of the lyrics. It got pretty confusing there, I guess, for him in the end.
If you listen to the recording, you can tell that they're enthusiastic from the beginning to the end, because they don't really know what's happening. The Special Olympics is, you know, it's a very interesting and special charity, and I wanted to be involved because I thought that, you know, my participation might help the cause.
I think it's important to be very selective now.
The angel Gabriel from heaven came. His wings as drifted snow.
So I'm fairly selective about what I do. I do Amnesty International.
All hail said he, the Holy Maiden Mary, most high.
And Special Olympics Christmas records. That's it. It's a Christmas carol from, it's hundreds of years old, which I recorded. I record things for fun, just to see what they sound like, without any commercial value, whatever. And it was just lying around. And when Jimmy suggested they were doing a record for the Special Olympics, I was very moved by the idea that people who are handicapped physically are doing something which gives them the chance to shine physically. And I think that's a very moving testimony to their spirit. You know, there's no reason why they shouldn't be thought of as being excellent in a different category. And it was something I wanted to support.
Hurry, but you
have certainly no doubts that it's the right thing to do. I like charities or causes that are special and singular, and this definitely is one of them.
My favorite Christmas carol was Silent Night. Silent Night.
She was like one of the first person I called.
Holy night. Before he even really asked me, I said, well, I'd really love to do Silent Night, to record a classic Christmas carol for the world, for time immemorial, not for rock and roll, really. All is calm, all is bright.
Stevie's song was recorded probably somewhere around May or June, so in LA, and it was 90 degrees.
Round yon virgin mother and child.
We had Roy Bittan fly in, and we got about a 30-piece orchestra in there, and Stevie was there, and Robbie Neville, and this girl Sharon Solani were the singers.
It's a great song. It was interesting to really look at it as a song instead of a Christmas carol.
Sleep in heavenly peace.
That's just the right song for her, and that's as important as anything when you're making any type of record, is make sure you have the right song with the right person.
Christmas memory, when I was 5 and a half, I got up in the middle of the night and caught my father downstairs putting together a blue baby buggy for me. Then he told me that Santa had come by and was so busy and in such a terrible hurry that he had conferred with him for a little while to how to put the buggy together, and that my dad had said he would take care of it for him. And I believed him and went back to bed.
We just wanted it to kind of feel like the end of the album. I always knew that what song would end the album. So I wanted to make sure, and so did Stevie, that we kept that tone, that, this was going to be the last song on the record. And I think we captured that.
I would hope the reason why this album attracted so many big artists, was because it was something that we didn't get paid for it or anything, so it was just the fact of giving.
That's what the whole spirit of Christmas is, giving.
If we're really lucky, besides raising some money and some more consciousness to the Special Olympics, maybe some young people out there or some more people have some free time and just say, and volunteer to help the art, because that's what they can really use.
I think if the record is seen as, in some way, of artists and others in the business, recognizing mentally retarded people as equivalent human beings and acceptable human beings, that it will have an important effect on attitudes that people have about the mentally retarded. And if it does that, it will have done a lot more than just raise money.
I think it's a great record too. I think it'll be a bestseller.
There's no reason it shouldn't be selling for 10 or 15 years past this year. I think people really respond to this kind of a record, and it rekindles the warm feelings of Christmases past, and music really is timeless stuff.
I just think it's a really good Christmas record. I really like it.
You should buy it. Please, go out now and buy this record.
Santa baby, slip a sable under the tree for me. Been an awful good girl, Santa baby, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, an outer space convertible to light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I list. Think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. Next year I could be oh so good if you'll check off my Christmas list.